Today on our 2018 Kia Sorento, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow package with a 4-pole flat trailer connector. That's going to be part number C56040. So here's what our wiring is going to look like once we have it installed. It is going to stay on the outside of our vehicle, but the nice thing is that it's going to be right here next to the hitch whenever we're ready to tow. It's going to provide us with a 4-pole flat trailer connector, which is going to give us all the required lights to get our trailer down the road safely, such as our brake lights, turn signals, and our tail lights. Comes with this nice dust cover that's going to keep all the debris and moisture out and hopefully prevent any kind of corrosion building up on the inside. And it is permanently attached, so we're not going to have to worry about losing it. The nice thing about this wiring is that it's going to work with our factory tow package. So we're not going to have to cut into any wires or splice into any factory wires. We're going to have 2 plugs that are going to be underneath the vehicle that we're going to use. And now that we've seen what it looks like, let's show you how to get it put on. To begin our installation, you're going to want to come underneath the vehicle, and we're going to go right behind the driver's rear wheel, and we're going to have this plastic panel here. And we're going to need to remove the panel, and there's going to be several push pins that are holding it in place. We're going to have 4 along the outside edge here, and then if we come back to the wheel well area, there's going to be 1 in the wheel well. We're just going to take a flathead screwdriver, and if you come to the push pin, we're going to push that center section out, and then we can come to the outer section and pop the rest of the clip out. Now that push pin in the wheel well is going to be on the vertical part of our plastic panel. It should be right behind the tire towards the inside. Now the panel also has a few speed nuts that are holding it in place, but they don't come out of the panel. You're just going to want to pull down and it should let go. Just keep in mind you will have to pull a little bit hard, but the panel will come down. Now if we look on the inner section behind the panel, we're going to have 2 plugs that aren't connected to anything except a cap. We're going to remove the 2 caps on our plugs because those are going to be our factory tow package ports. So the one on top, if we just push in on the top button there, it should release it and we can pull it out. Now this lower one, it's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to be able to actually see it because it's connected to the fastener, but if we come behind the cap, there's going to be right in the middle another one of those push buttons, and just push it and release it. You should be able to feel it, but that's what it looks like if you do pull the plug off. So we can grab our harness now, and the 2 ends in our harness are going to match the 2 plugs that we have in place. So we can take our harness and start plugging it in. The larger plug is going to be the one on the bottom, and the smaller plug is going to be the one on top. So make sure you plug them in until they lock in place. Doesn't hurt to give them a quick tug to make sure it locks in. Now if we move down farther, we're going to see that our wires are going to be covered in loom, and we're going to have a fuse block right here. Now they do provide us with a 10-amp fuse that we can put in place. With it all plugged in, we can go ahead and put the fuse in and put the protective cap in place. Our converter box is going to have an eyelet in it. I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to go through the eyelet, and I'm actually going to zip tie it to the wiring back on itself, just to keep it nice and secure. And cut the end off. And then we're going to start routing our 4-pole wiring towards our hitch here. So I'm going to come around, I'm going to go behind my hitch so it's hidden a little bit, and then it drops down right here. We can always zip tie it in place, make sure that everything's nice and hidden. For now, I'm going to take my dust cap off. I'm going to wrap it around the hitch itself on the safety chain connection point. That way I know I have enough slack to get where I need to go. And then we can start securing our wire, zip tying it along the back side of the hitch here. With our wiring in place, we can take our panel, we're going to line it back up with those studs. And once you have it lined up, you're just going to push up, and it should re-engage those clips. Now you may have to kind of push and pull on the fender well area, maneuver it back into place to get the holes lined up. Then we can start working on putting our push pins back in place. Now the easiest way to get these in is if you leave that center section sticking out, and you push the outer area in place, and then lock it down by pushing that center section in. Now before we button everything up, I'm going to take my tester and make sure that all my lights are working properly. Now if you need one of these 4-pole testers, you can pick one up on our website using part number I26. I'll grab an extra set of hands so they can run my lights and I can verify that they're all working properly. Okay, the headlights please. Looks good. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. The brakes. Good. And if you could, the brakes and both turn signals, please. All right, with everything looking good, we're ready to hook up to our trailer and hit the road. And that'll finish up your look at the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow package with a 4-pole flat trailer connector, part number C56040 on our 2018 Kia Sorento.
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at eTrailer.com. And leave us a comment if you have any questions.